Hey there, this is Alexis Knight, your no-nonsense guide through the chaotic world of crime, drama, and all that chaos. Here is the deal. A government agency with a silly acronym gets announced, okay? And within hours, Teslas are burning in grocery store parking lots. People are shouting about crypto, socialism, Elon Musk, and conspiracy theories that don't even have the decency really to line up. And through it all, barely anyone's asking the question, what is DOGE actually supposed to do? If that sentence alone sounds exhausting, that's the point. This isn't just about the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, as it's now infamously known. It's about how easily people are played, how quickly outrage spreads, and how memes, misunderstanding, and manipulation have become the new toolkit for real-world destruction. In this investigation that we're doing here on Alexis Knight Investigates, we're not picking sides. We're going to pick at the facts. And what we're finding is that this outrage might not be organic at all. Because when something as simple as a name can spark a riot, you have to ask, is this even really about DOGE? Or is someone using confusing messaging and just confusion overall as a weapon? Well, let's get into it. So, DOGE isn't maybe what you think. Here's what actually happened. The administration announced the creation of a new branch, right? The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE for short. Its mission, allegedly simple: streamline redundancies across federal programs, improve digital workflows, and cut bureaucratic waste. Now, this is simple, something companies do all of the time. Okay? Streamline your redundancies, make everything efficient, get rid of the waste. Companies are doing it every single day. But with this, before a single policy was even implemented, before a single form was even updated, the backlash had already started. And it didn't sound like criticism, it sounded like chaos. Because the problem wasn't what DOGE was, it was what everyone thought it was. Within hours of the announcement, social media exploded with all the memes, DOGE logos photoshopped into IRS badges, Elon Musk's face on a government seal, conspiracy posts tying it to crypto resets and new world order agendas, and digital currency surveillance. Ooh, big stuff. DOGE, innocent on paper, okay, it was instantly loaded with years of internet baggage. Thanks to Dogecoin, the Shiba Inu meme token that went viral in 21, the public was not seeing efficiency reform. No, they were connecting it to the meme. They were seeing crypto schemes, bubble talk, and a lot of government overreach. And who created this connection, do you think, to confuse everyone out there? Well, it was not the government. It certainly was not Elon. It was all on the internet, and it happened fast. Now, if you're thinking, well, sure, but people are smart enough to tell the difference. That can't be it. Let's test that. Here is a quote from a man interviewed outside a Tesla service center where someone had just smashed a windshield. Quote, "I don't trust DOGE. You're not going to tell me they're putting crypto into my car. That's how they track you." End quote. Another post that was circulating on TikTok said, quote, "DOGE is going to make us all use Tesla coins. Just watch. This is how they start." End quote. Now, that doesn't sound very settling. It sounds unsettling, both of those, but none of any of it is even remotely true. And that is a fact. But, it doesn't have to be true. Because when a meme becomes a symbol of anything, and in this case, distrust, truth stops being the priority. And feeling right becomes the only thing that matters. DOGE, the agency, they've barely even released a press statement, okay? But DOGE, the meme, okay? Before DOGE, the agency, had even said anything, the meme had already hijacked the narrative. That's what I'm trying to say here. This is what I like to call the meme trap, where meaning is replaced with noise and chaos becomes the product. Look around you. And the thing about meme traps, they spread very quickly and they are very sticky. And they leave destruction in their wake. Let's talk about the cars. Teslas specifically. A brand built on innovation, rebellion, and disruption. Once hailed as the future. Now burned, vandalized, and trashed. In the name of what exactly? DOGE is not a Tesla initiative. Does everyone realize that Tesla is a company like Walmart? It has nothing to do with the Department of Government Efficiency trying to track down where all the money went. It's a car company. It's not even owned by Elon Musk, if you didn't know that, but you probably don't. It doesn't affect Tesla software, autopilot, or anything to do with electric cars. DOGE is a separate thing, so it's completely unrelated, and the damage that's being done is completely unrelated. And yet, in cities across the country, even in Europe, Teslas are being keyed, spray painted, and in some cases, they're being set on fire. Videos show protesters kicking in doors at charging stations. An innocent person just charging their car, an electric vehicle, which I thought everyone wanted, were going to kick in their doors when they're not even related to what someone's mad at. They leave behind signs that read, "This is a no DOGE zone." For a car that's not related to DOGE? Well, then I guess a Tesla can still park there. In one case, I saw crypto equals control when crypto has nothing to do with DOGE or Tesla. Not in this case. It's surreal. But this is nothing new. We've definitely seen this pattern before. When a symbol becomes too big, too associated with power or privilege, it gets marked as a target. And not because any facts back it up. It's because it's easier to destroy something you don't understand. And if you can get the people to make some kind of connection, that's all you need to do. They are the soldiers. They don't even need to face the truth. They've been misled and they've already accepted it. But now let's pause and ask, why Tesla? Okay? Some know, some think they know. It's because it represents a billionaire that people love to hate right now. It's a tech product that's seen as elitist. And now, thanks to meme contamination, it's perceived to have a partnership with the Department of Government Efficiency, even though none of it is grounded in any sort of reality. But reality doesn't trend, doesn't rile people up, emotion does. A young woman at a college protest told a reporter, and I quote, "I know DOGE is tied to Tesla. I saw an entire thread about it. Something about microchips and tracking data through your dashboard. We're not stupid," end quote. The reporter asked if she had seen any actual documents linking DOGE to Tesla. And she said, and I quote again, "No, but come on, it's obvious," end quote. Is it obvious? This is not an isolated quote. This is what happens when misinformation wears a costume that people recognize, because then they think they know something. They think they just got smarter. A Shiba Inu, a tweet, a flashy headline, and people start asking questions and immediately start grabbing their torches without knowing a single fact. No one, not even Tesla, has stepped in to correct the record, by the way. I saw Elon out one time, I did recently. But no one else is really stepping in. There's no media trying to fix the problem. There's no one trying to fix the problem. And why is that, do you think? Well, correcting the problem, correcting the record, that doesn't go viral. And viral is what, I don't know, someone wants. Tesla, for its part, has said absolutely nothing. There's been no statement, no campaign, no damage control. And that silence has now been interpreted in 100 different ways, of course. Some say it's guilt. Some say it's full-on arrogance. And then, of course, there's others that say, well, that's the confirmation. But if you want to know the truth, most likely it's none of those things. It's just strategic. Let this storm pass. Don't feed this fire. Maybe it works. Or maybe silence is exactly what will fuel this, what fuels these kinds of spirals. Because when people don't hear truth, they love to invent it on their own. And let's be clear. The people smashing Teslas in protest of DOGE, they're not even activists. They're not acting on something that they know because they don't know the facts, and that is just a fact. So what are they? Well, they're confused. They have latched on to a very false narrative backed by zero evidence, and this is just fact, guys. And now it's all turned into action, and I mean real destructive action. And that is a shame. Makes all of these people doing this destruction just pawns, really, falling to a lie in someone else's game. And they don't even know it. Spending that time and energy, maybe getting arrested for something that's not even true. That sucks. I mean, that's all there is to it. Because whether you love Tesla or not, it's fine. Whether you trust Elon or think he's just a troll with too much power, it's fine too. But you should really just be asking, who's benefiting when mobs destroy innovation like this? Who wins when confusion makes people attack the wrong target? Who wants the public to burn down what it doesn't understand? And here's a thought. What other stories are we not looking at? Because we're too busy watching Teslas go up in flames. I mean, come on. Watch the fires. Don't ask the questions. Do you see what's happening? We have seen this all before. And let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about the playbook. Because make no mistake, there is one. It's not official. It's not on any government website. But I'm here to bring you the facts, and I'm telling you it is real. It's real, and it works. Step 1. Let me tell you how it works, all right? First thing is, confuse the issue. This happens every day. We're always trying to figure out, now, what is that, right? Announce something vague but branded. Something like the Department of Government Efficiency. Then give it a name that sounds harmless, but it happens to be total meme bait. DOGE. DOGE. Now you've got headlines. You've got hashtags. You've got the internet talking. Except they're not talking about what the agency actually does. They're talking about crypto. They're talking about Elon. They're talking about the memes. And instantly, just like that, the real work of what the Department of Government Efficiency is doing, government reform, whatever it was meant to be, it's all buried under the noise instantly. Just get people to hate it. That's all you need. And boy, didn't that work. But if you ask anyone what it's actually doing, just test it yourself. For everyone that hates DOGE, ask them what DOGE does. Just ask them. Because the next step, once everyone's confused, is to feed all that chaos and let the misinformation run wild. Let fringe accounts spread nonsense. They aren't even real. And the easiest part? Let the people invent all the connections. They don't even have to do it. Remember, they just put out the confusion. And as people do, we want to figure things out. It's in our nature. And so we invent. We already have the hate, so we invent the reasons to hate. We invent the connections between DOGE and Tesla that never existed. We invent a connection between Elon Musk and the surveillance of the people, between efficiency and tyranny. This is what I'm talking about. And nobody fixes that confusion. After the confusion is planted and the truth has been invented, let it rip. Don't correct it. Don't even fight it. Why? Well, chaos was the point. Now you have it. While the people are reacting and panicking and self-destructing, hey, the person that invented the chaos can do whatever they want behind the curtain, pass policies, restructure departments, shift funding, and rewire the whole machine, all while people are too distracted and too exhausted over their own upset to notice. So while that's going on, then they move into step 3. Let the symbols burn. Don't go after the policy directly. No. Go after what it represents. And in this case, the lucky winner is Tesla, a company that once was praised for leading the electric revolution. Remember that? Well, it's now being framed as the total enemy. And not because anything at Tesla changed. That's what's most interesting to me. It's only because the public's perception was manipulated. When Tesla was running on its own, everyone thought it was awesome. But when the public was told to hate, they did. They obeyed and they did without thinking. That's the pride in the American people. They don't even think for themselves anymore. You can just tell them to hate and take a day off and start burning cars, and they'll just do it. Isn't that amazing? Well, it's happening. It's happening because it works. They do, and the people respond. Elon Musk did not start DOGE. Tesla did not announce any partnership. But in the public's imagination, it's all tied together very tightly. And only for evil purposes. And once imagination out there makes that connection, it's all done. All of a sudden, destruction and violence, putting people in danger is all okay. I guess because it's easier to light a car on fire than it might be to watch YouTube, where the administration and even Elon, they're putting everything on YouTube, so you don't need to get your information filtered through any news or wonder if anything is misinformation. If you're confused, go to YouTube. And by the way, all you YouTube watchers, you do know that you need to look at who's posting. If it says it's CNN and CNN isn't the one that actually posted it, then it's not CNN anymore, right? It became someone else who has now manipulated the tape, has taken things out, who has maybe added things, slowed things down to the video recording. You want it from the original place. If it's a Fox News announcement, make sure the handle on the YouTube you're watching is Fox News, or you're doing yourself no good. Kind of like watching the news. Why do you want their version? Their version causes confusion. That, again, is how the playbook wins. And here's the most interesting part. While all of this is happening, ask yourself, what is it that you don't see? Okay? All this is going on. Everyone's involved and riled up, but What stories are not trending? Okay, what bills have been passed since you've been busy lighting cars? What appointments, rollbacks, or expansions are happening that aren't even being checked on because everyone's too busy yelling at each other about something that isn't even verified? This is not about DOGE. It's not about Tesla. It never was. It's about hijacking the public's attention and how easy it is to turn good people into tools for someone else's agenda. You know, people are easily turned to these things because it feels good to stand up for something and to let that energy rise inside of us. That stimulating, I can do this sort of energy that we feel when we're standing up for something. And the sad thing is, it's human nature to want to feel that. And the simple trick is to get you to feel it, whether it's true or not. But at the end of the day, when the truth all does come out, how will people feel then when they thought their soul was in something that wasn't even true, and now they've ruined property, caused thousands and thousands of damage, maybe hurt someone, maybe made a little child cry because now they're scared of what's happening to their mommy and daddy's car, all because people don't understand. You know, Alexis Knight Investigates. We don't take sides here, but we do patterns. We do motives. What is behind everything? And we do truth even when it's messy. Because if you really want to know what's happening, don't watch the fire. Watch what the fire is pulling your eyes away from. Watch who started the fire. DOGE is just the latest name. The next one is going to sound different, but everyone will respond just the same. The same tactic will be used. Confuse, distract, divide, and then advance, whatever we want. You know what's out there, guys. I hope everyone's getting smarter, realizing what's going on out there. This is our world. I'm not here to take sides. I'm here to help us make our world better so we can enjoy ourselves. I don't want to be riled up over something I don't need to be riled up over, and neither do you. Stay sharp out there. Ask the questions. Demand the truth. And until next time, this is Alexis Knight.